Mastery is a choice. Mastery doesn't choose you, you choose mastery.
Welcome to Mastering Mondays. It's going to be a great day. I am Omika Benjamin and I am excited. Alan and Monique Williams never disappoint. And since they never disappoint, why should we disappoint them and not show up, right? So go ahead and drop your name, your city, and the state in the chat. Go ahead and share this with about 3 people. It's time to make Monday meaningful. So let's go ahead and get into this content.
Hi, guys. It's Alan Williams Jr., and we are back at Mastering Monday. Listen, guys, I'm excited about today. We're jumping into some amazing content. I hope 2023 has been amazing for you thus far. Listen, let's go ahead. You know how we do. Let's go ahead and light the comment section up right now. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Let me know where you guys are watching from right now. You know, that does a few things for us here at the Daniel Center. Number one, we get an opportunity to engage with you. When you comment, it signals to Facebook that this is a valuable live stream, that there's some value that's being shared in this live stream. So the more engagement we have going on in the comment section, the more it boosts that algorithm, right? So all throughout today's session, let's see some thumbs up, let's see hearts, let's see wows, let's get some comments going in there, because guys, it's Mastering Monday, right? And let's be honest, we're a vibe here, right? At the Daniel Center of Leadership. It's a whole vibe. So I'm glad you guys have joined me today. And let's go ahead and get into today's content. Now, we want to begin to look at what is mastery in action, right? What is the process of mastery? And as I was preparing for today, you know, there's so many different things that we could talk about when we talk about the process of mastery. That's why I'm so excited about this year. I'm excited about the amazing events that we're going to have. One event is coming up really soon. You'll probably start getting notifications this week, but I'm excited about it. So go ahead and mark down. I'll let you know, just because you're giving me some of your time right here on Mastering Monday. I'll give you a heads up before the rest of the world gets it. But go ahead and lock your calendars in for Saturday, February the 11th. Saturday, February the 11th. More to come on that. But I'm excited because we get to talk about the actual activity of mastery, right? So it's good to have mastery as a thought. It's good to, to understand mastery as a concept. But what is mastery in action? And as I was preparing for that, I began thinking about the power of choice, right? We have the power of choice. How many of you guys can relate to this, right? Anybody that knows me well, you understand that I love a good, listen to me, a good, because it's levels to this, a good, just at the right, texture and density chocolate chip cookie. Listen, you provide me with a good chocolate chip cookie. A good chocolate chip cookie. I'm telling you, I'm almost willing to risk it all. How many of you can relate? Listen, drop it in the comments. Yours might not be chocolate chip cookies, but there's something you can relate. Listen, drop that emoji. If it's donuts, if it's a cupcake, if it's cake, if it's pie. Listen, there's an emoji for it. Drop the emoji. There's some dessert out there that you're like, man, I'm almost willing to risk it all for this. And listen, so I'm driving down. We're in Charlotte. I'm driving, and we see an Insomnia cookies. Now listen, I told you it's levels to the cookie game, right? Listen, so we're coming in. If there's levels to it, listen, Insomnia is like top tier. But I won't go there. But so we're driving down. I'm like, man. I'm like, listen, I'm coming up on it, right? And for a split second, I'm like, listen, I start negotiating with myself. It won't be so bad. One cookie, right? I've been hitting the gym, right? I've been getting my gallon of water in. I've been, staying away from greasy foods. I've been staying away from sweets. Listen, one little pit stop won't hurt. right? One little pit stop won't hurt. And for a minute, I begin negotiating with myself and explaining to myself, hey, you're good. You're good. And I had to remind myself of what satisfaction really was for me, right? Because sometimes we put these such huge emphasis on, my goals, right? This is my goal. This is, for some people, my New Year resolution. I'm not a resolution guy, but I'm painting the picture for you. Sometimes we put so much emphasis on just the idea of a goal, the idea of, a resolution or whatever the case may be. And we fail to look at the process. We fail to look at what is satisfaction for me. And I'm not saying setting goals isn't what we need to be doing. Listen, I'm a goal guy. I'm goal oriented. Listen, I set a task, I set an objective and everything, and I measure myself by that. I get measured by others, on whatever the task was, whatever the objective was. All I'm saying is, for me personally, I break that down. I break it down. So yes, it's my goal, but I also have to see, okay, this right here, this goal is a symbol of what satisfaction is for me over the next 60 days, over the next 90 days, the next 120 days, right? So for me, getting to a particular weight, being in a particular body fat percentage, that's satisfaction for me. And when I reminded myself, when I was about to pull over to the cookie shop, when I reminded myself, hold on, Alan, satisfaction is when you reach this particular weight. Satisfaction is when your body fat percentage is at this particular percentage. Now, is this pit stop going to get you closer to satisfaction, or is it going to drive you away? And when I had that quick thought, suddenly the urge for me to make that pit stop began to get weaker and weaker and weaker. What am I saying here? What I'm saying is mastery is a choice. Mastery doesn't choose you. You choose mastery. You got to drop that in the comments. Drop it in the comments. One, yes, so we can spark conversation, so we can build up, some momentum. But more importantly, number two, the reason I want you to drop that in the comment is because I want you to feel yourself typing it out. That's going to be a form of you telling yourself, mastery is a choice. I want you to understand, and I want it to really sink in that mastery is a choice. And we're going to be going over a scripture over the next 2 weeks, and it's Daniel chapter 1 verse 8. And that scripture starts off with Daniel purposed in his heart. Mastery is a mindset that we have to adopt. Mastery is a mindset that we have to adopt. Mastery isn't just waiting on our doorsteps. No, mastery is available for us, but we have to choose it. When I was riding down the road and I was passing that cookie store, listen, I had to choose to keep that car straight. Was it an easy choice? Absolutely not. But it was a choice that I made. I had to choose. No, Alan, keep going. Keep going, dude. Keep going, dude. Don't veer off. But I could have easily not chosen mastery in that sense. But when the light bulb began to click on for me, I identified with what satisfaction was. And understand this, that cookie would have gave me temporary satisfaction, but it would have took me further away from my long-term goal. So as you think about your life, as you think about your work, as you think about your position in your family, right? Where is my family right now? How is my relationship with my spouse right now? How is my relationship with my kids? My finances. What's the status of my finances right now? Are my current actions driving me closer to seeing satisfaction in those areas? Or am I negotiating with myself and it's taking me away from my long-term goal? Which is seeing myself in the best shape that I can be in, which is seeing myself as the best father or the best parent that I can be, seeing myself as the best spouse for my wife. Is it taking me closer to those things? Is it taking me closer to my financial goals when I'm about to swipe this debit card or this credit card? Or is it taking me away? Same thing when we look at our job, right? And our productivity. And when we look over the last 3 years, man, where have I scaled my business to? Are your current activities taking you closer to long-term satisfaction? Or have you been negotiating with yourself for temporary satisfaction? So on this Mastering Monday, I want you to really let that sink in, guys. Really let that sink in, and don't just let it sit there. I want you to write out, this is what satisfaction looks like for me. And when you, like me, get tempted to negotiate that, I want the light bulb moment to click on for you because you've written it down. You're intentional and you know what satisfaction looks like for you. So you can begin to make decisions right now that benefit your future. Guys, I'm Alan Williams Jr. I've enjoyed you. Go and master your Monday. Master your work. And I will see you right back.